Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and as always, thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we will be talking all things diverticulitis, its causes and symptoms, just to name a few. Link to the resource that I use will be in the description box below. I will share my experiences as we go through each topic, which I hope you will find helpful. Be sure to pause the video if that helps as we move through. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. Pouches that form in the intestines are called diverticula. People that develop these and don't experience any symptoms is called diverticulosis. Not an issue, and chances are you don't even know you have them. All is still good. Well, once they become infected, that is called diverticulitis. Who knows how long I had the pouches before they became an issue? My guess, a long time. Symptoms of having diverticulitis vary, and depending on many factors, have different levels of pain. Since I was diagnosed, so many things began to make sense. I realized I've been living with this for at least 10 plus years. The bloat was very painful and embarrassing, constipation always, stabbing pains, throbbing pains, throwing up several times a week, everything from water to veggies caused an issue. I couldn't enjoy food. Eventually, laying on my left side became impossible. I never did see any blood on my stool though. Let's move on. Causes of diverticulitis? I love how they say not sure right off the bat. Not just what you read online, but even when asking doctors in person. So what I think was just years of not drinking enough water, eating too much fast food, not exercising, not eating all day until late at night, all while drinking black coffee on an empty stomach. High stress levels for long periods of time, which included leaving a long-term toxic relationship, moving to a big new city completely alone, and starting at a new company where everyone is mad that you got the job they wanted. Starting from the ground up. Over the years, it eventually became what I thought was normal, at least with how I physically felt. I was way off. Listen to your body and seek other opinions. Complications? Surgery eventually. Constant infections. Took the doctors 2 years and 5 rounds of antibiotics until they thought perhaps surgery was best. Eventually led to me begging my doctor to take me off work. Just couldn't handle it anymore. Mental health? Took a lot to get me to focus on just healing, not to mention complications from surgery. Aside from the major issue of the first surgery fail and the antibiotics never working, I haven't had any complications from the second and third surgery. Well, I do have fluid buildup, and that would be considered a complication from surgery, however not uncommon. I did develop a hernia due to the stoma, which is also common. So anyone who's had 3 surgeries can say there have been complications from the start, I guess. Overall, I've been lucky. Diagnosis? Finally, one day I was crippled over in pain and landed in the ER. Several hours later, had a CT scan performed, and there it is, diverticulitis. Little did I know what was about to happen, what the next couple of years was going to look like. I really had no idea. I thought antibiotics, oh, we're done, no problem. I was wrong. Treatment? Well, as I said, the hope is that antibiotics is enough to clear it up. In my case, I required surgery, which eventually turned into 3 surgeries. One to remove the bad section of the colon. 9 inches of black dead colon was removed. Lovely, right? No wonder I felt the way it did. Never did I realize I was that sick and for such a long time. Anyways, as I was reconnected during that surgery, came home on Wednesday, and by Monday morning I ended up back in the ER where I found out that my colon had torn, which had made me septic. Pooping in myself. Like, really? Well, as you might imagine, it required emergency surgery. Finally, about 9 painful long hours later, I remember being what it felt like a violent roll onto the surgery table. "Careful, he's in extreme pain and very sick," echoed in the room in a concerning yet firm corrective tone, and backed it up with the sweet words, almost poetically, "Just hold on a bit longer and I'll have you out soon." Trust me, in that moment, what else sounds better? Waking up with the colostomy bag that I had 9 hours to mentally prepare for. This being during COVID times, no visitors, it was hard. Cut to 10 months later and feeling positive and adjusting to the bag, boom, hernia. forcing me to get the reversal. No regret about getting the reversal. My vote, if you can, then try. I was terrified, more than I talked about or let on. However, made the move and it has worked out. And completely different experience than not only my worst nightmare, but far easier than the second surgery. Lastly, we have prevention. Water and fiber, my friends. Healthier eating choices, being active, making sure you do not become constipated, using a stool softener when needed and approved by your surgeon. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not as easy as it might sound. I say because my diet was completely thrown. I could eat a meal and not become sick. It obviously made eating not only a necessity easier, it became enjoyable again. Having to not have a mental fight about what I'm eating and wanting to trust my body, yet being fearful of being double-crossed. Listening to my body and how it's reacting to being able to eat and now being connected, which has been so weird. You would think it would be an easy transition for me or for anyone, but it hasn't been. Don't fear, I'm now 2 months post-surgery and it's been a very smooth recovery, and I'm really starting to feel more confident and overall happy. It just took some time, and what can I say, I'm impatient. Be sure to check out the description box, there will be some links to some products. Well, there it is. My battle with diverticulitis, living with the colostomy bag and reversal surgery. It was a very difficult time. I've been through a lot with this disease. I can't say that I didn't let it beat me nor define who I am. The scars are always going to remain, fading as the years go on, but I won't forget. And the channel is going to remain as a reminder, something to be proud of. I hope this has helped you if you're living with diverticulitis or whatever hardship you might be going through. If someone would have told me that in my 20s, that when I was in, 36, that I would have 3 surgeries within 10 months, nearly die, but somehow make it through, I probably would have said, that sounds about right. But the surprise was definitely the poop bag. Nicely done, universe. Until next time, bye.